Who that?
Happy Wednesday, damn it.
Yes. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. All right, where we starting, Yeezy?
Well, let's start with Governor Andrew Cuomo has announced that he will resign. There's been a lot of pressure on him to resign, but he still denies that he's done anything wrong and denies these allegations against him. There are 11 women who have come forward and accused him of inappropriate behavior and even sexual assault. Here's what he had to say about these, what he calls false allegations.
The report said I sexually harassed 11 women. The reaction was outrage. It should have been. However, it was also false. The most serious allegations made against me had no credible factual basis in the report. And there is a difference between alleged improper conduct and concluding sexual harassment. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not to say that there are not 11 women who I truly offended. And for that, I deeply, deeply apologize.
All right. In addition, he says this whole thing is about politics and not facts.
This is about politics, and our political system today is too often driven by the extremes. Rashness has replaced reasonableness. Twitter has become the public square for policy debate. There is an intelligent discussion to be had on gender-based actions, on generational and cultural behavioral differences, on setting higher standards. But the political environment is too hot, and it is too reactionary for that now.
All right. Well, Cuomo will be resigning, and that will be effective in 2 weeks. Here's what else he had to say about who's stepping up next.
And wasting energy on distractions is the last thing that state government should be doing. And I cannot be the cause of that. And I think that given the circumstances, the best way I can help now is if I step aside and let government get back to governing. And therefore, that's what I'll do. Kathy Hochul, my lieutenant governor, is smart and competent. This transition must be seamless, and my resignation will be effective in 14 days.
And Kathy Hochul will be New York's first ever woman governor.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's a lot of people have reacted to the governor's resignation. And again, you know, during the pandemic, he was a very prominent voice.
Man, think about that. This time last year, he was literally the belle of the ball.
What the hell is the belle of the ball?
People was talking about him being even potentially running for president.
What's the belle of the ball?
What you mean the belle of the ball? You don't know what the belle of the ball is?
No.
The prom queen, man. The popping.
Why didn't you just say he was the prom queen?
Shut up, man. 'Cause I wanted to say he was the belle of the ball.
I've
That's
never
why.
really heard somebody use that for real. I
belle-
mean,
the belle of the ball?
I've seen it written places, but I've never heard anybody in casual conversation.
Let's call him the prom queen. He was the
Man,
prom
people
queen.
know what I mean when I say he was the belle of the ball last year.
Red,
Knock it
did you know
off.
what he meant, Red? See?
Well, last year he was the prom queen. This year he's the prom fiend. All right? You know that one? That's New Jack City. You ever heard that reference?
I heard that one.
Okay.
All right, now,
Niggas.
and also in response to this, the Time's Up board co-chair Roberta Kaplan has resigned from her position after it did come to light that she reviewed a draft of a letter questioning the character of one of the accusers, Lindsey Boylan. She said, "We hold ourselves accountable. The events of the last week have made it clear that our process should be evaluated, and we intend to do just that."
Yeah, they said the Associated Press said she was working behind the scenes to discredit one of Cuomo's accusers. That's
That's what I just said, Lindsey Boylan.
Yeah, I don't know who's guilty of what. I just always wonder why some people are considered credible and some people aren't. Like, there seems to be no standard to any of this. And it, like Cuomo said, it just all seems so political.
I mean, they interviewed 179 people in this probe. They did a whole investigation. And so I guess what their conclusion was that there was enough evidence that his behavior was inappropriate and that they concluded sexually harass 11 women.
I thought he just said it wasn't. I thought he said it was that the investigation still proves it was alleged misconduct, not conclusive.
Now what the report that was issued by the New York's Attorney General concluded that he did sexually harass 11 women. So that's what they concluded. He's saying that there's no hard, concrete evidence of this. But after investigating, after interviewing 179 people, looking at what evidence they did have, that was the conclusion that they came to. So he can deny it and say it's not true because clearly there's no video footage of whatever happening. And it's also, I think, I was uncomfortable by this. You shouldn't have done this. And for him, he was saying it's a cultural thing and that it was miscommunication, misunderstanding, and that he's sorry that these women felt uncomfortable, but he still feels that he didn't do anything wrong. He feels that he's never crossed the line. And he said, I didn't realize the extent to which the line has been redrawn. There are generational and cultural shifts that I just didn't fully appreciate, and I should have. No excuses. So that's what Cuomo had to say in his defense.
All right.
All right. Well, that's your front page news.
All right. Well, that is your front page news. Now, when we come back, we have, what do we call them? The Bells of Versus?
Man, shut up, man. These are 3 legends, 3 first ballot Hall of Famers who should have their jerseys hanging in the rafters at Madison Square Garden.
They are the bells of the ball.
They are the bells of the ball. That's right. The
Jadakiss,
LOX.
Chic Luch, and Styles P will be joining us next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.